A wonderful day here at the newspaper stand where we get to give you some of the news headlines and things that are going on in the country. Let's start with Daily Trust, but before that, my name is Austin Beatrice Sunam. Let's start with Daily Trust this morning. If you look at the window page here, it said Bayelsa Imo Kogi polls, spate of violence, insecurity, worrisome. That's what INEC is given, the caveat putting out there. Then also Pengassan confirms return of fuel subsidy. This has been a controversial talk. Fuel subsidy, the government at the inauguration of Bola Tinubu said fuel subsidy is gone. But there have been a lot of talk, people saying that even the fuel subsidies that have been removed, it seems that it has come back again. So I think government needs to come explain. But this is Pengassan here at the Union coming to confirm the return of fuel subsidy. But you can find that on page 5 of the paper. Then flood destroy houses, farms in Taraba. Adama residents seek for help. Then the war between Israel and Palestinian conflict, how attacks on Al-Aqsa, Mosque, others triggered crisis. Expert flays Israel occupying power. Then Palestinian envoy wants Israel forced to obey international laws. Then Israeli ambassador fingers Iran as U.S. offers warship aircraft. Then AU, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, others urge ceasefire as their toll hit 1,000. I mean, the war that just started a few days ago. 1,000 death toll, so hoping. Okay, let's quickly look at the Punch this morning. On the major headline here is saying CBN investigator probes bank over 1.27 trillion intervention fund. You can find that on page 2 of the paper. 1.27 intervention trillion anchor borrowers loan, orders undisbursed in 5 banks. Then special investigator to summon bank CEOs over intervention loan. I think even saw a news headline where the government have to stop for now the N-Power program because of this issue of probe and all of that. Governors Labour begin talks over 35,000 wage award. Then 1,000 killed as Israeli-Hamas conflict rages. U.S. deploy munitions. Then Jabba FG OK's contract job for retired
whatsoever the U.S. are doing, I don't see anything that they are trying to help the situation.
Well, which place are you talking about?
Deploying ammunition, helping Israelis. So they want anything what they need, they'll give them. Financially.
So what are you saying in essence?
The only thing they have to do, allow the two of them. Once they do, they are enough to themselves. They will quench.
Okay.
For any other country that will say, okay, I'm supporting this. You forget that Islamic, even Israelis, Christians are just few. Now, if they want to turn it to Christian, this country might evolve. We escalate.
So I think you're advising that U.S. should just backtrack and stay.
They are not helping matter.
If not, some person will start optics, will start looking at it as religious.
Yes, a religious fight.
Well, all right, thank you. Contribution from a Nigerian on that note. Quickly, okay, if you look at Kogi poll, Shetima kicks off APC campaign promises. Ajekuta still revival. Nigerians will tell you that this thing have been ongoing for some time now. Ajekuta revival, Buhari campaigned over this, yet we saw nothing there. And that's also government. Okay, so FG to grill Empower consultant plans 5 million jobs. Okay, then road crashes death dropped by 23%, says Federal Road Safety Service Corps. Then if you look at pension in 2.4 trillion deficit before reforms. That's what Pengam Dishi is saying out there. Let's quickly look at Daily Sun. Tinubu Atiku fights hard over Chicago State University FBI files. President Chicago lawyer hits SVP, says he's chasing shadows. And then government planning to gag media ahead of release of investigative files, says Atiku Abubakar. All right, then Guba, why APC must retain power. Tinubu and other government party receive defectors from opposition. Serap wants court to stop Akpabio, others from collecting salaries pension as senators. This is Sarah on it again, but you can find more details on that on page 28 of the paper. Then Afghan earthquake killed 2,000 153 dead. Toll rises. Death toll rises. Then also FG at crossroad over rising cost of petrol. Then subsidy mandatory. That's what Pengassan is saying, because earlier in one of the papers they've said that subsidy that the government claimed to have removed is back again. Now on this paper they are saying it is a compulsory thing that the government would have to do. Let's look at Vanguard this morning. All right, on the window page here, it's saying Tinubu snubs Niger coup leaders overtures for direct talks, giving signals for direct talk. That's what it's saying there. Then humanitarian minister talks tough, 6 audit of Empower program. I said that in the earlier paper when we saw a CBN investigative probe over 1.27 trillion intervention fund. Yet this is also another thing that better do. The Minister of Humanitarian Service is taking on that. Look at here. 107 senators urges caution rule of law as Kiamo Atiku disagree. Okay, Tinubu Ogun government mon Lego icon Chris Ogun Banjo his late. You can find more down page 10 of the Vanguard paper. Quickly, I'm not worried over insecurity. We saw that in the earlier paper. Let's look at this day on the topmost headline here. It's saying Atiku, no matter new attempt to twist fact Tinubu INEC certificate is forgery. This has been the contention. Chicago State University not denying the fact that Tinubu graduated from there. But what Atiku is saying in a section of the law, if you submit forged certificate, which if you look at the talk by Chicago State University, they've said that this whole thing about forgery is a Nigerian thing. They did not take cognizance, or they did not see what certificate Tinubu presented to INEC. But somebody said something earlier, and I find that very logical and cogent, that what the court should have done, or what Atiku should have done, is get what INEC, get the certificate of CSU, then compare it with what Atiku presented to INEC, and that is why you can find basis for filing a petition out there. But it is what it is. Let's also look at so corporate icons. Chris Obanjo is there. We saw that in the paper. Tinubu mourns that. Let's look at the Guardian this morning. It's a war in Middle East, many spiral, push monthly petrol subsidy to 644.8 billion. Atiku Kiamo trade wars over Tinubu's Chicago saga. All right, Wema Bank rewards winners of Hackaholics 4.0 with over 50 million. I think that is more we're taking on the Guardian paper. Let's look at Tribune this morning. Again, INEC raises concern over insecurity in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa. Okay, we're saying Wike orders demolition of multi-billion naira property despite court order. Wow. Page 27 of the Tribune paper this morning. There are near 1,000 killed in Israel-Palestine war. That we're saying Kogi 2023, don't allow strangers. APC urges electorate. Let's wrap it up with the blueprint. On the major headline here, say federal FRSC reduces road traffic crash deaths. Road traffic crash death by 23.1% in 9 months. Record 21.3% decrease in injury, 22% reduction in road crashes, and figures represent improvement over 2022. That is what road safety is given out there. Then CSU article fresh evidence not encouraged at Supreme Court. That's what Koro San is saying out there. That's what we can take on the newspaper headlines review this morning at the newspaper stand. I am Austin Beatrice Salam.